Here we are in a beautiful Camp Verde, Arizona day, handling a few cars out of a large collection here. This is a really neat car. Full respect to originality and original. 1932 Ford two-door sedan. Car's got a cool story, but it's a beautiful, all original, no patch panel body. They know the history on this car dating back quite a ways, and you'll see even the character on the headlights here. The original discoloration from age and time. It kind of gives you a feel about the originality of the components on this car. This car dates back, the owner of the car knew the gentleman, a good friend of his lived next door to the gentleman that restored this car. This particular gentleman that restored the car spent a lot of time on Model A's and did very few 32 Fords, but he was very much a perfectionist when it came to originality. This particular restorer bought this car in 1957 off a used car lot for about $125 or $175 or something like that. I have some notes in my pocket, but I forgot what number exactly it was. But this gentleman's neighbor actually rode home with him that day. So we're dating about 60 years ago. Anyway, this is one of the last cars the gentleman restored before he passed away. It's a well-aged, if not even aged at all. It's way better than factory restoration, and it's damn near perfect. With that said, we're going to walk around and tell you what we know. We've been telling you that, but anyway, beautiful body, all correct in presentation, top to bottom, all Henry steel, Model B two-door sedan. You'll see correct material in the headliner, non-filled roof here. This is the kind of car that's beautiful just the way it is, right down to its original mechanical brakes, which actually work pretty good. Mechanical brakes are just fine. You don't have to worry about fluids. As we walk around, we'll kind of tell you what we see and know, but we'll take pictures, still photos of the floor pans on this car, top to bottom. We had it on the lift. During the restoration, we knew it was a patch-free body on the car. The fenders, he had collected all NOS fenders. These fenders are perfect, no repairs. NOS Jenny fenders on it. Look at the finish on this car. I would tell you it's way better than it would have been factory. Factory working cowl vent. Again, Model B two-door sedan, which had originally been a four-cylinder engine. But over the past few years, this particular collector decided he wanted, or one of the prior collectors decided he wanted to put a Model 18 flathead V8 underneath the hood, which doesn't hurt the car, it just gives it a little more horsepower. Looks good. This car's been part of a couple prominent collections, this one and another one over the years. But non-modified, factory style format, non-dropped axle, just as Henry Ford would have designed it. Pretty, isn't it? Factory spoke style wheels, Firestone tires, 550 18s. My old eyes are getting we'll actually do an undercarriage video here for you like we always do, and spend some time underneath the hood. Cars like this are really hard to find. You know, it's a perfect candidate to maybe lift the body off and just set it on a nice little chassis, but man, I almost hate to do that. Either way, bodies like this are impossible to find, and two-doors are very popular now. So factory crank out windshield, working cowl vent, again roof line here. Beautiful morning here. You can see right down the drip rail here. You can see the factory pinch or spot welds, whatever you'd like to call them, are all where they're supposed to be. Kind of gives you a good indication if you're studying one of these bodies. One of the first places you want to look up there is the drip rail, see if they've had fill put in there. All NOS running boards and fenders on it like we talked about. The doors on this are just like a bank vault. Has a LeBaron Bonney style mohair style interior in it. A lot of tedious time and detail was spent on this car. All factory dash. All factory style wiring, cloth wiring. I know we're going to try and pick up some light here. There you go. Headliner. The back seat We're going to show you here. The seat flips up like it's supposed to, but we'll share it with you. Back seat, it has a sunshade in the back. See the little tassel there? But it's just like new. The car probably doesn't have more than a couple hundred miles on it since it was done. These are all factory floor pans here. We're actually going to lift up the seat here. So it's got correct passenger jump seat for access. But you know the level of restoration when you look at a car like this. The time that was spent just doing the bottom of the seat. Square weave carpet in the back half here, rubber mat in the front. You'll see all the factory wood here. We'll take you through the door jamb here. You can see all the nails here that go into the wood structure of the car. I get my camera right there. See how straight that beautiful body there. Anyway, we'll put the seat back down. I probably shot that too hard. One finger close. Sweet. Step back here, kind of give you a feel. I've been out here twice to do these cars and get the light and the timing right. Kind of get a feel, stop by first time, and then we get out here and get them done. But what a pretty car. Again, finding an original car like this is next to impossible. Dual brake lights in the back. See the reflections on the body here. We'll get you up high. Let you look at the roof line here. Solid Oklahoma car. Again, well, you hang on to the end of the video, we'll cover more, but a very, very, way better than Henry Ford would have produced it from the factory, but a beautiful, full respect original style restoration. Original chassis, Model B chassis. You can barely even hear this little girl run. We'll take it for a drive here in just a minute. You heard it pull up before I did the walk around here. Look at these trim handles. Again, factory, all factory. NOS running boards down here. So it's near perfect. Perfect cars don't exist, you know. I don't say any do. But sweet. Visors. Factory key lock on the column. It's another one. We'll take it for a spin here in just a minute. All factory dash. We're gonna pop this girl in neutral. Starter down here where it's supposed to be, right down here on the floor. Flip it to on. It's like a little sewing machine. Barely hear this old car run. Let it warm up just a little bit. Amp gauge working. Factory temp gauge, which is the thermometer. Don't know how accurate that is. 225 miles since it was set to zero and restored. Spectacular restoration on this car, on a rock solid original. Look at that view. Anyway, we'll get out here. We could raise the windshield. You know, the windshield cranks out like it's supposed to. Show you the cowl vent. Air conditioning. You should be able to hear it run. Awesome. Hey, go to spudsgarage.com. Hang on to the end of the video. Thanks for listening to me. Alright, we take a little peek underneath the hood here. Very nice, just like the rest of the cars we talked about around the walk around. It's been updated with a Model 18 flathead V8. Pretty much on a stock style format. It's nice and clean, factory style. Has all the factory cloth wiring down here. The VIN, like I said, it's a Model B, so the VIN, you can see the Ford Star right there. I don't know if you can see it or not. You probably won't be able to, but the VIN is where it's supposed to be in the original chassis. Firewall is just beautiful. Cast iron heads, factory cast iron exhaust manifold style. Dual water pumps. Distributor wise, that's not a 32 distributor, it's a later distributor. Still the dual water pumps, the fan driven generator or generator driven fan. The updated, it's got an updated like Pinto style fuel pump on it with a little they use a little aluminum adapter here, spacer to make it work. So a modernized fuel pump. Stromberg carburetor, aluminum stock style intake manifold. Go around the other side here. Gonna give you a peek from here. Beautiful day here in Camp Verde. Same thing over on this side. Full respect to the originality of this Model B. Putting a flathead V8 in it, same period. Nothing wrong with doing that. A little more horsepower, never hurt anybody. Firewall. Anyway, you get the idea. Go to spudsgarage.com where we'll definitely have more. Alright, let's take a look at the undercarriage here. We're going to share it with you. We actually shared it up on a lift too. We took some photos up on the lift, and we'll kind of give you a feel here down on the ground. And very nice body off, full type restoration. The floor pans are gorgeous on this car. Factory mechanical brakes, knee action shocks. You got to dig an original car because the design and engineering that went into these in the early days was really quite spectacular. And you watch cars how they transition over the years. I know the light's a little bit tough right there. I'm trying to bring some light back in to give you a feel. Factory exhaust, you barely can hear this old girl run. Factory rear differentials had an updated ratio put in it. So you can drive her a little bit. We'll actually take it for a spin. Just kind of a quick little undercarriage walk around here. Again, about 225 miles on the restoration. Kind of give you a feel. There's the toughest part about my job, bending over. A little bit of a bad back from time to time. Beautiful original floor pans there. Take a look at that. Non-split wishbones, all factory. Jenny metal. Anyway, thanks for coming to Spud's Garage. Have a great day. Make sure you go to Spud. You're on Spud's Garage YouTube. Go to spudsgarage.com. Alright, as promised here, we got it up on the lift. We really wanted to share this one up on the lift with you. We talked about it as we did the walk around on it. Very nice. You don't even want to call this an older restoration because it's really, this is so fine. It hasn't had a lot of miles on it since it was completed. Very genuine in style, or Jenny if you want to call it that. Probably way better than the factory would have done it. Knee action shocks here, mechanical brakes. Very nice finish all the way throughout. Has all new NOS fenders on it. We already talked about some of that. I'm doing this before I did the walk around, so you'll probably find me repeating myself. But up in here, all the factory fender bracing is there where it's supposed to be. Very nice. Factory size tires, 550 16s. Spoked wheels. Same thing on this fender. Floor pans, as far as we know and from what he's told us and has been carried on through this car, they know the history really way back. This is all Jenny floor pans. There's no patch panels in this car. Just beautiful. If you're looking for a honey of an original style car, this one will definitely fit the bill, that's for sure. We're glad you hung on to the end of the video here. It has a gel 6-volt battery in it. All the factory braking controls are here. Obviously you would expect that with mechanical brakes. It has been updated. Its original B chassis. It has an 18 updated with a flathead V8 in it. But all the finish, we'll turn around here in a minute and we'll actually cover the rest of it. Firestone tires again. You'll see where all the front kingpins, everything's been gone through. The springs, nylock nuts here. Wow, fun. Front fenders, same thing. We're going to go backwards, reverse direction here. Factory exhaust. That's a huge exhaust pipe. Just kidding. Anyway, we'll get to the back here. Love my gig. Fun. You get to see all different kinds of cars. This one you'd hate to change it, but boy, oh boy, would this be the perfect candidate to just lift the body off and set it on a new modern chassis, because the body on this is just spectacular. Even markings here. It's probably the rear end ratio, I'm gonna bet 454 or 4.5 something. Gas tank's all been restored and refinished. Anyway, we're thinking you get the idea. Like I always say, hey, definitely go to spudsgarage.com, where we're gonna have plenty more. Catch back and let you take a look at the outside here of the lift. What a beautiful little honey this one is. Anyway, go to spudsgarage.com. Have a great day. Thanks for listening to me. Alright, we're going to fire this old girl up. It's already unlocked, so we'll flip it over to on. Put it in neutral. Starter pedal down here. Starts right up, barely hear it run. Let her warm up a second here. Pull the choke out a little bit. Get a much nicer day doing this, huh? Hey, we appreciate you coming, listening to me. Give us a call, we're never any pressure. Take this old girl down the road here. Switch the camera from hand to hand here. Got my air conditioning open there. It's like shifting butter. Second gear. Geese are taking on the horses there. Yeah, it's got good gears in it. Barely turning. Driving down a country road. 32 two-door. Hey, have a great day. Go to spudsgarage.com.